It's my real honor and pleasure to welcome a former colleague of mine from the Diplomatic Corps, former ambassador to Bapeti-Kotsweti, Tannie Evita Bezuidenhout, into the studio. Hello, Tannie Evita.
My goodness, I'm sitting here with a favor. I can't believe it. In 2016, it's like a seance. I'm well, and it's lovely to see you there behind the microphone.
Tannie Evita, I baked some Cook Sisters with the help of Woolies.
Yeah.
And they're going to bring us some tea just now. There it is. I know you love Cook Sisters, and you used to give some to Madiba, didn't you?
Oh, sister, you know, Madiba, the first phone call he made when he became president was to me. He said, Mrs. Bezuidenhout, I'm in this big house called Libertas. It was the president's residence. What's it called now? Madiba Ungungluvu. And he said, there's a big room in this house called kitchen. I don't know what to do. Help me. So I went to Madiba's kitchen, and Melania, I cooked for Nelson Mandela. Do you know how easy it was? Because for 27 years, all he had was bread and water twice a day. So I just had to put sugar in the water and jam on the bread, and he was so grateful. And Cook Sisters, which he remembers eating when he actually came to Johannesburg for the first time. He loved Cook Sisters. So every time he had a birthday, I gave him Cook Sisters.
Yeah, I remember at his 85th birthday where I was at the big celebrations. You were in London, but you actually made sure that some Cook Sisters arrived on the night.
On the night, and I believe that's when Bill Clinton fell in love with me. He saw me on the screen and he sent me a funny letter.
Yeah, he was there, and Bono, all the Irish crowd was there as well. Yeah, it looks like we might have Donald Trump. Hopefully not have him as a president, but he might just. Would you have a Cook Sister with him?
With Donald Trump, believe Arda, I'm not prejudiced against people who want my Cook Sisters. You know, Donald Trump is a funny thing. I remember I met him somewhere, I can't remember where, but it sort of sticks in my mind. He was very friendly. He laughed a lot. It's a bit like Jacob Zuma. Jacob Zuma laughs all the time. We never know why, but we have to laugh as well. And I think I would, of course, offer him a Cook Sister. Melania, I believe that I cook for reconciliation. I want to put enemies around a table and feed them so that they can talk to each other. And if... do you really think Donald Trump will become the president? I mean, Hillary Clinton's got the whole power of everything behind her. How interessant is it? But you know how optimistic he makes me feel in this country. I look at America and I see Donald Trump. All we have is Julius Malema, sister.
Now, Tannie Evita, let's take it back a little bit. A few years ago, you really shocked the Afrikaner establishment when you decided to join the ANC. I mean, how did that happen? How did they even allow you in?
I don't know. It was a very strange day. First of all, my grandchildren, and you know, Melania, you ken mos my kleinkinders. I've got these, and for those people who are now listening in, I've got 3 little born-free grandchildren. They're not black, they're not white, they're Barack Obama beige. Do you know, they challenged me and they said, Gogo, what are you going to do to protect democracy so that one day when we need to vote freely and fairly, it'll be there in full working condition? Obviously, I must go back into active politics. And where is the passion? Where is the power of politics? No longer in Parliament, as you saw. Parliament is either a deer talking garage or a playpen for the Teletubbies of the EFF. I'm in the Tuli House. And you know, I walked in, it took me a long time. 3 times I went to the Tuli House. I go, oh God, ek sal nooit hier kan gaan. It's like going into Bloedrivier and pretending to be a Zulu. Do you know, I walked in and there was Jessie Duarte, who I like very much. She's very nice to me. And she said, Tannie Evita, are you in the wrong place? I said, no, I want to join the ANC. She said, have you got cash? I said, yes. She said, you're in. That's how easy it was.
Really?
Yeah. And you know, it's been an 18-month voyage of discovery for me to be there, because I did go into the Tuli House with all the usual prejudice that so many white people have, that all the ANC people are crooks and they steal and didn't that. Yes, we find about 6 names every day to fill the front page of the Citizen newspaper, but my lieve Arda, there are thousands, as you know, Melania, thousands of members of the ANC who are working hard to allow us to have freedom of speech, to allow us to actually have a nice time. Otherwise, maybe you and I would be standing at the Croatian border with a pick-and-pay bag in our hands, waiting to get to Germany to become a nanny to somebody's children.
Tannie Evita, it's not going well in the country. I mean, you're in the Tuli House a lot,
yeah.
I understand. So what's going on?
It's not going well, Mama Lieve Aarde, my skat. In a democracy, nothing will go well because everybody's fingerprints are on the silver chalice of freedom. I must be honest with you, I am very upset by the carelessness that's happening in politics. I am so totally unimpressed by the people in Parliament who turn it into a circus. That's nonsense. They must be professionals, and if they don't do their job, they must be kicked out. But I must say, at least the judiciary is standing on its own feet. Omukhumuku, he's doing very well. We all thought he was the wrong person there, and I must take my hat off to him. We have freedom of expression, freedom of speech, even on the social media. People are using terrible words and have the freedom to do so. But also, we have the freedom to say that's wrong. I think that's pretty good in a democracy. I just think that we, as the citizens of our democracy, are not doing our homework. We're not reading up on who our leaders are. We can't pronounce their surnames. Ons weet mense wat sukkel met al die name. And they can't, of course, pronounce my name Bezuidenhout either.